Hello, this is Brian down at the packing bench. Yeah, it's a hot one today. We were over at the other property mowing and weed whacking. But no matter what you're up to in the cooler part of the day, at some point you've got to consider packing the souls. Today I'll be packing this dual pair of science fiction Star Trek figurines. These are the Transporter series, so they've got some glitter on them. I'll show you on the listing. But this is Lieutenant Worf and Captain Picard. Yep, so I sold these as a pair because they did not have a huge amount of value. And by putting them face to face like this, protecting the plastic, this will also ship easier because I've got box now on all sides. I don't have to worry about crushing so much, like you do with figures with that big plastic viewport in the front. I've also got a DVD. We don't sell as many DVDs anymore. I like animes, but individual DVDs are hit and miss. But the story behind this one is somewhat interesting. Rose and I watch a lot of BBC and Acorn television that's provided by our local library. We pick them up, we place them on order. The librarians or their system goes out to a wider reach, and we can normally pull in the episodes we want for different series. Well, we watched the first season of this, The Heart Guy. It has a different name in some other countries because this is actually about Australia. So we finished the first season. We said, well, that was pretty good. Which one of the streaming networks has the next season? And none of them did. So what we do in that case sometimes, if we really want to see the next season, is I go out to eBay and I buy a copy. I look for value. Doesn't have to be new because I'm going to open it anyway. But when we're done watching it, we put it up for sale in our own store. So basically, we go out, we get it. We don't return it when we're done it, like some people might. We just simply resell it. I often do the same thing when I order something, like say boots for myself, and they're just a little too tight, or I buy a winter coat at auction, and it's just a little too snug. Often I simply put it up for sale and resell it. Saves on the whole return process, the extra fees, and you knock a lot off your original price. So basically, you're getting to watch the next season fairly cheaply. It is, however, some work. Next item. I expected this to sell around Valentine's Day. A little bag of cosplay items, masks, lace chokers, that type of thing. Again, it's all packed in here fairly tightly. I will go ahead and put up the listing and show it to you. But these are today's items. I haven't been listing much. Other projects, including spring. They turned the fountain on today, so that changes my environment and my background. And I'll show you that on some separate footage. Maybe I'll tack it on at the end. All right, let's go ahead and get these items packed. If you ever wanted to see Lieutenant Worf from Star Trek, glittered up, he's all full of bling here. They used kind of a soft gel glitter to make it look like he was half transported. You know, beam me up, Scotty. But by packing them this way, they're better protected. I will put these in a box. And here you go, just so you can see it. There is Captain Picard. He looks a little concerned that he may not regenerate. And of course, here's the Heart Guy to have its slip sleeve. I'll go ahead and wrap this one in some scrap corrugated. This one will go in a poly bag and media. And because I have other ground advantage items, I don't have to worry about the curbside pickup not happening. And of course, here's my bag of lace masks, choker collars, and a few other cosplay items. Now, when you're listing or buying DVD, it's not surprising that this was made in Australia by Fremantle originally, but then it was reissued for the U.S. market, because not all DVDs made overseas will play on our machines. You've got region codes. So when you're looking for a series that comes from, England or Australia or New Zealand, and you can see that this one does, it says so right here, Fremantle Media. You're going to want to make sure if you list it or if you're buying it or selling it, that it will play in your market. Otherwise, it ends up being an INAD. And you can see at some point, this had an Amazon label on it. Now, this particular one has some value. There just were not a lot of copies of this available. And since it wasn't being broadcast on networks other than Acorn, we had to go ahead and buy this one to continue the series and see the ending. Now for the DVD, after I've wrapped it in some corrugated, I simply slide it into a 7x9 poly. In fact, DVDs, back when we had all that anime a couple years ago, is the reason I started ordering this size poly mailer with bubbles from the eBay shipping supply store. It made it very easy to slip, $10, $15, $20 DVDs right into an envelope like this. Real simple. And of course, for most of them, we send them media. Once the price point climbs up and a DVD like an anime is valuable enough, then I'll put it in a box. As I was looking for a box for these two Star Trek figures, I think they'll fit into an eBay 10 by 8 by 6. But I couldn't help but notice when I got my last load of eBay branded shipping supplies in, one of the sizes I reordered was the 8 by 8. Now this is the new box. This is the old box. The old 8 by 8 by 8 eBay box was one of my favorites. It was quality, it was thick, it was strong. But I noticed the boxes from this latest shipment, they're more like the rest of the eBay boxes. So obviously somebody at the eBay branded shipping store also noticed that the 8 by 8 was the best box they had, so they decided to downgrade the standard. Oh well, I guess it happens. So for the Star Trek items, what I did was chose the box. Box was slightly larger, so what I did is I put some of this semi-rigid foam in around the bottom, the sides. I cut another piece for the top. There we go. That'll work pretty good. I may throw an extra piece of cardboard in right here, and that way we'll check the weight and see how we're doing. But they fit very nicely in that eBay box, 10 by 8 by 6. Yeah, falls solidly between 2 and 3 pounds, so it won't matter if I add a little more cardboard there. I'll still have to pay for the 2-pound rate. And here they are. 2 of these going to California. So if anything, especially this one, we made a little bit on the shipping because it stayed on the West Coast with us. One of these was going to Texas. So that one cost just about what we figured out, flat rate. But interestingly enough, about the DVD I mentioned, we sold it for $14.79 plus $5.79 shipping. That comes out a little over $20. What we paid for it, I just looked back through the record. We paid $19.08. So that's the way I like to get my videos that I'm going to watch. Look around, find a copy we can watch, finish the video, put it up on the market and sell it. And that's the way life can be as a reseller in retirement. Now, one of the common axioms among resellers is, if you don't list, you can't sell. But if you've got a big enough inventory, you can sell anyway. You just won't sell as much, and items won't sell as fast. And as the seasons change and we move into summer, frankly, some days we'll just be too busy doing other things to spend a lot of time listing. And that's where listing a lot of items in the winter, having them in there, even if they're long tail, sales will tick over. As I get an opportunity each day, I'll do some more listing. But there's a lot of other things going on. For instance, I just got one of the biggest, heaviest boxes I've ever paid to have shipped. I'll feature it in an upcoming video. They're lathe tools. 2 auction lots of lathe tools. I got people from another auction calling, messaging, saying, come on up, we've got you another load of tools. So, as spring rolls in, we'll be taking more road trips. But I'm happy with the solds for today. In fact, I wrote it down here. The 2 Star Trek figures, they sold on offer, $21.78 plus shipping. The DVD, as I mentioned, $14.79 plus shipping. The Cosplay group, the masks, the lace chokers, $10.87, and the 87 ending also tells me it was sold on an offer to buyer. So I'm done shipping. I'm done packing. So I guess it's time to say, beam me up. Energize, eBay. Well, that's the sound of the fountain. They turned it on today. And that means April has come to a close. And Unstable Steve has lost his perch. Yeah, every year when they turn on the fountain, usually the last day of April, it tells us that change is coming. Seasonal change and change in the background noise of my videos. Now you'll hear the fountain. You probably won't hear the geese as much, won't hear people on the lake or across the way, but you will hear that soothing sound of the fountain. And it'll be our companion throughout the summer, and they'll shut it down again in the fall.